I wanted to talk a little bit about preparing to sleep, or at least preparing to sleep at night, preparing to go to bed. And there are tons of great articles on sleep hygiene. If you're not familiar with that, that's a term that's used on how to set up really good conditions for your sleep. And quickly off the top of my head, it's things like shut down all screens an hour before bed if possible, or at least 30 minutes. Have low lighting in the evening. Set your computers to a night mode or screen, so even if you are watching something, it's a lower light mode. Not mixing your sleep area with anything work or hopefully screen related. So if you're going to do any reading in bed, hopefully it's with regular books, paper books, as opposed to on an iPad or an iPhone. And really keeping a separate area, especially for work things, so that you're training your body and you're training your unconscious mind that it's time to downshift and prepare for sleep. And that those things like work or work concerns are handled somewhere else. Now, a couple things that you can do if you ever do experience a challenge sleeping. This one can be done kind of in a big way and then more of a micro way. The first thing I would recommend is sometime before bed, hopefully an hour or so before bed, sit down at least once with a piece of paper and write down everything that could possibly be on your mind. That could be sort of a concern or what you would call an open loop. An open loop is something like, I need to call Frank to make a lunch appointment for next week. So anything like that, or I need to get milk. It could be something very simple. You want to get everything down on paper. First and foremost, that it's captured somewhere and that you don't have to hold it in your mind, whether your conscious mind or your unconscious mind. It's handled, and you want to make a commitment to yourself that you're gonna return to that list. So it's not like you're writing it down and then you're going to lose the list. You want to be really clear that, okay, I'm writing this down and I'm going to attend to each of the things on this list. And one thing I would recommend is quickly, after you get just about everything down, hopefully some of this is already in your task management system or whatever you have to track your to-dos, but go through your list and make a little note next to each item, especially anything that is mission critical. Make a note about when you'll attend to it. So if I have something a little bit complex on my list, like, okay, I need to make a new project plan for something, I'll put a specific time. It might even be the next morning. I'll say, okay, at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, I will sit down and attend to this. We're coming up on tax season, so anything tax related that would cause concern, I'll put down, okay, I'm going to research this tax question. So I'm not handling it right now before bed, but I'm making a commitment that it will get handled so that my unconscious mind can relax in that moment. Once you've done that once or twice, you'll start to gain some confidence that you're handling everything. Everything is you're not dropping or forgetting to-dos, things like that. So that has a benefit way beyond this. Just your whole stress level will go down, knowing that you've captured everything and that you're setting up times when you're going to attend to them, even if it's the next morning. So that's the first thing that I do is general setup. And at least once a week I'll do a dump of everything, and then I'll refer to that throughout the week during my work. But on a given day, I might do a quick mental check before I even lie down and just say, okay, is there anything I haven't dealt with? This is the more micro version, and I'll just jot those things down. It might be 2 or 3 or 5 items. And again, I'll make a note, okay, I'm going to do this tomorrow, the next day, and so on. Then I feel like I'm pretty clear. I do keep something that I can write with near my bed at the really extreme case that I forgot something and then it occurs to me in the middle of the night. So if something pops into my head like, oh my God, I forgot to do this, I know I've got a pad of paper there, I can just jot it down quickly. The next thing I do is, I lie down, I'll make myself comfortable, arrange everything just so. And then I have a little conversation with my unconscious mind, basically. And I've developed a relationship with my unconscious mind over time. So I have a good, very respectful, very rich relationship with my unconscious mind. We're allies, we're on each other's team. So sometimes that can take a while to develop, but in any case, I'll say very respectfully, like, I request that I sleep very deeply right now. And I'll even say the time frame that I'm shooting for, whether or not I set an alarm. Because if my alarm is for 8 hours, I don't want to wake up necessarily at 7, or if I do wake up at, in the middle of the night, I want to be able to get back to sleep right away. So I'll say, I request that that I'm able to sleep very deeply for the next 8 hours. And during that time, I'm not going to be working on any of the things that are on my list. I'm going to attend to those tomorrow. And I also request that anything that comes up, any concern, I request that my unconscious mind lets me know in the morning. And this is really key. And it's amazing, since I've developed this relationship, and this has been over years and years, but sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and then right then I'll remember something that I need to do, or I'll have a dream right at the end, like right before I wake up, that lets me know, okay, this is something that I need to attend to. So I'll probably add to this talk a little bit further down the road, but for now, I would take a look at sleep hygiene, get those things handled. At least once a week, make a giant kind of list, a dump of everything that could be on your mind, and then do a kind of a micro check before you go to bed, and then lie down, and then just a very quick, respectful request, like, do I have your agreement to help me or assist me in sleeping for 8 hours comfortably and deeply? And I will say, and it would be great to wake up refreshed and energized and ready for that coming day. So I encourage you to give that a shot.